Okay, so can you guys just tell me your names, your occupation, where you're from, and your age?
Omar Bengali, 25, and I'm a lawyer.
And where are you from?
California.
Where in California?
Los Angeles.
And you, sir?
Shiraz Khalid, 30, attorney from California, Los Angeles.
And how do you guys know each other?
We're cousins.
Cousins.
I was gonna ask how long you've been cousins for, but
25 years.
Actually, 26 years because
Yes,
I
9
did-
months in the womb.
9 months in the
9
womb,
months.
so
Right.
25 years and 9 months.
right.
I actually loved him back then. Yes. the
Right.
womb. It's the best period.
So, how did you find out about Kentucky?
That was you, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. I had a friend in college at UCLA who told me about his experience at Kontiki, and he said he had a great time. And we were finishing up law school, and we thought that it would be a great chance to meet people our own age, go on a cruise with like-minded people, and have fun experiences. Yeah.
Were you at law school together?
Yes, we
Yes.
And so how'd you book the trip? How did you end up booking it?
By phone.
were. By phone.
Yeah, we talked to Brooke.
Brooke.
Right, Brooke, I know.
Orange County.
Right.
And her
Nice
name's
girl.
Brooke Shear, if you'd like me to
Shear.
spell it.
That's right.
Oh. I'll show you. Okay. And why? So you didn't use a travel agent?
No,
Why not?
we don't believe in that.
Yes.
No, because who in our age group actually uses a travel agent? There's like 8 people that would actually call up a travel agent unless they're our parents, you know? So, no, we went straight to the internet, which is where most people go these days, and typed in Kontiki.com
Right.
and found Brooke and, did it that way.
And you guys booked your own flights, or did Brooke help you with that?
No,
We booked our own
we
flights.
had our own flights.
Are you doing anything beyond this trip?
Yes.
And so you just figured it out with the transfers and all of that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, great. You guys sound like you're experienced travelers.
Thank you.
Thanks. What was that? Do we sound like experienced travelers?
This is for the website.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna edit it, don't
Yeah,
worry.
thank you. Preferably me out. Please.
Clearly, I'm losing my steam. I'm
You guys sound
losing my
great.
chutzpah.
Why don't you continue?
I think it's why did you decide to do a Kentucky trip together as opposed to traveling together on your own or on like a package vacation, for example?
Traveling on our own. I considered it, to be honest with you. I considered traveling on my own because this guy's...
No. Traveling on your own together.
I got you. No, Kontiki was... We really, actually, we saw the itinerary. It was the itinerary that got us. We wanted to go to Israel, we wanted to go to Egypt, we wanted to go to, the same answers that you've heard 50 times from everyone else. It's really the itinerary, I think,
That's
that
not
got
what I
us.
remember.
All right, well, that's fine. That's what I'm telling you then. It's what they meant to say. So that actually is why we booked Kontiki.
Well, there's tons of other companies that have the same itinerary.
I'm sure, but because we had heard the reference from a friend, actually I'm not sure that there are tons of other people, I'm taking your word for that, but we heard about it from someone else. We found this online, it was quick and easy. We were taking the bar at the time, and so we didn't really have much time to do a lot of research. In fact, we didn't even bring suits for the captain's gala, but that's fine. And so that's how we did it.
Okay. So,
That's why we chose Kontiki.
right. And you trust this friend, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know his friend. It's his friend.
It's like my
So-
best friend from college.
Okay. What did he have to say about Kentucky?
She.
She.
No, I don't know.
He had great things to say. He said that
You can
he
look
went,
at me.
Huh?
You can look at me.
Just stop.
I was He said
Our poor IT team is gonna have so much editing to do. Not a clean cut.
Can we not put this on TMZ, please? So.
he said
I'm
that
actually undercover for teams.
he said that
Wait,
He got
they said the
wild.
wrong person.
he said he went alone, and he said that from his trip, which he took our sophomore year in college, he said he still kept in contact with most of the people that were on the trip with him. He said there were about 12 to 15 people that he was with in a bus tour through Europe for like a month, and he said they were amazing people, and I believe one of them was actually in his wedding party when he got married.
Wow.
Yes.
So you made some serious connections on
Yes,
that
he
trip.
did.
Was that a draw for you?
Yes.
Making connections with
Just
other people?
meeting cool people.
What was the biggest draw? So you said the itinerary. Was the price attractive? Did you like the fact that everything's going to be arranged for you? The opportunity to meet new people you mentioned. So biggest draw was the itinerary. From there, what would you say it was like?
I would definitely think the fact that it was all done for us, like
Mhm.
that was a huge.
You have to worry about visas.
Yeah, didn't have to really worry. I mean, we did, but then we realized we shouldn't have been waiting. I mean, I'm attributing that to the lack of communication,
Yes.
but
There was a
either
lack
way-
of communication between you two.
No, between Tiki and us.
Contiki and us.
Yes, horrible communication problems those two.
Like
is
what
this,
he
is this marital
told
counseling?
you, like he told you the trip was gonna be like it's nothing like. what
Yeah,
it was
right,
supposed to be.
right. He told me we're going to Paris, so no. No, so definitely like the fact that it's all done for us, I think
Right.
was the next big.
Because you guys were you were booked this like kind of recently, or you just didn't have time because you were busy studying.
Yeah, we did it 4 months in advance.
Yeah.
3 months in advance, and we were very busy studying. So yeah, having it for the most part like set up, and plus we didn't really know how much time we need to spend in each of these places. Like we don't know that we need to spend like 8 days in
Istanbul.
Egypt or Istanbul. So the fact that they've kind of like boiled down the sites was probably was a huge draw for us. Not probably, was a huge draw for us.
Okay. What do you like most about the trip so far?
The ship, for sure.
The Cristal.
The Cristal has been phenomenal.
I believe he's being sarcastic.
Right.
Actually. No, actually, the thing, I'm speaking over you, and I apologize. It's 'cause
Yeah,
I'm
I
younger.
mean.
Michelle obviously wants to hear your talks.
Right.
I'll let you go first on that one.
Okay. I'm going to go with the fact that we've met very cool people. Like, for example, our manager, sitting here today, a very cool guy. Doc, we call him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's DOC for the quotation.
Got it.
We've actually we've got a cool group of like 8 people that we've run into, and we tended to what's the word I'm looking for? To gravitate towards people from the United States and California. Thank you for gravitate. And I think that we found very cool people who actually don't live very far from us, which has been very cool. And we've met other people from further away who are also very interesting and cool people. So this whole 18 to 35-year-old thing was probably a good idea, for the most part.
Right.
For the most part.
Why for the most part?
I mean, there's also that contingent of people that are really just here to party and just to, go buck wild.
And that's not you guys?
No, we're here for the scholarly aspect.
We're here for the historical aspect of the
Yeah.
trip.
All right, Shaz. So what did you like most about the trip so far?
I really think the sightseeing. I know we spent a little too much time in some of the places, but I like the fact that
Where did we spend too much time?
at the museum in Istanbul could have cut out about an hour of that.
You're
So-
talking about the palace?
Yes, the palace. Could have saw that in 15 minutes.
Okay. So, but the sightseeing is a draw for you?
Yes, it is. Because we hit the major sites, got in, got out, had a little bit of a tour.
Okay, let me put it this way.
But
Please.
Are the sites and the itinerary more of a draw than the social aspect, or is the social aspect like when you go home, what are you going to tell your friends about?
It's equal. I don't know that you could really separate those two things and say like,
Yeah.
oh, one was definitely better than the other. I mean, in reality, the reason why we came was because of the sites, because
Right.
obviously we haven't met anyone yet.
Right.
And then when you get here, you're like, wow, the people were really cool, and the sites weren't as great as we thought they would be. But that being said, we're really glad that
The sites weren't as great as you
Well, right. I mean, like, the island of Delos is great. Like, in theory.
I know that the Delos excursion.
Well, no, I'm not
is
even.
getting
I'm
great
no, I'm not
reviews.
bad mouthing that. What I'm saying is that in theory, like the idea of sightseeing is great, but even people our age are like, history is great for like 30 minutes, and then after that, you kind of want to just like hang out and see.
especially when it's 45 degrees Celsius outside.
Right. Like
Right.
those.
90% humidity.
Right.
I mean, Like it's all a joke.
So you would rather just sit on the Cristal and hang out with
No,
your
no,
friends?
no.
Your
No.
newfound friends?
No.
My newfound friends.